Station YouTube. I hope everybody is doing well, both physically as well as mentally. So this is episode 4 of Back Issue Spotlight. First time it's ever been called Back Issue Spotlight. So if you're a little confused about the first 3 episodes, I think one was called like Mugged by a Hobo. The other ones was like Late Night in the Basement with Sally at the Library. And episode 1 was My Love for Library Love. I don't know, I'm tripping. But here we go. We got 2 great graphic novels that I could definitely recommend, or trade paperbacks, since, you know, graphic novel's an old term. But let's roll the intro first. All right. All right, first up this week, we got Easton Newburn. Actually, it's called Newburn number 1. This has had a lot of the information on it. It collects the first 8 issues of the Newburn series out by Image. I couldn't wait any longer for my library to obtain a new copy of it. I think they may have ordered it. I'm not sure. The libraries who participate in the intra borrowing program, they didn't want to send their copy to Racine. So I ended up, I saw it was available on Hoopla, and I finally just went for it. So we got, this is by Chip Zdarsky, great writer, and Jacob Phillips, That Texas Blood. I'm not sure who wrote what and who drew what, since I think that they're both artists and writers. Let me get to the cover here. So here we go with the cover. One of the drawbacks, and this is I need to upgrade my tablet here. I need to get a little bit bigger screen, or maybe even get an iPad. Kind of don't want to get an iPad. I kind of like, anyway, that's for different purposes. So we got Chip Zdarsky, Jacob Phillips, Allison O'Toole is the editor, and I don't think there are any other credits here. And you can see, the panel for panel. It's okay. It was a lot better in Comixology, and then what happened was Amazon decided to merge the Comixology and Kindle app into one, and it wasn't an improvement. It went backwards. It's not that bad. It's a little bit better than this, but Hoopla's guided view isn't great. But so let me tell you a little bit. I mean, basically, this wasn't blow your socks off stuff, but it was solid. I would give the art like a 7, and I would give the execution, like the writing and the plots, the characters, I'd give that a 9 for a solid like 8. So 1 out of 5, it'd get a 4, and a 1 out of 10, it'd get an 8. So I liked it a lot. It's not something that I would buy. It's something that I would definitely, when I feel the need to reread this again, I'll pull it up on Hoopla if that's available. I would definitely buy it like $4 digitally. Image digital books on Amazon, whatever it's called, Comixology, Prime, whatever they're calling it these days. Those Image books usually are like $6. I don't know if I'd pay $6 for it. I'd much rather borrow it, but I think it's worth $6. Maybe I'd pay $6 for it. We'll see what happens. We'll see if volume 2 really blows my socks off. And I'm sure there will be a volume 2 at some point. So there you go with the first digital review here. I hope that the glare isn't too bad. I hope you guys are able to see some of it. See kind of how guided view works if you don't read books digitally. This is because of the limitations on Hoopla's app. You can't read this on your phone, and that's one of the big drawbacks. With Comixology, at least, that's the Amazon, that's the big one. At least you can move stuff around, and maybe I'll do a review with a book that I read on my phone next time. All right, so no further ado, we got Wonder Woman, Dead Earth. We got Daniel Warren Johnson with Mike Spicer. I think Mike Spicer did. So here we go. We got story and art by Daniel Warren Johnson. Let me get this here so we can get it mid-frame. We got color by Mike Spicer, lettering by Russ Wooten, covers by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. Wonder Woman was created by William Moulton Martin. Note to Image and Chip and Jacob, you kind of want to put that at the beginning. I would have happily have read that if I would have found it, and you guys see me page through it panel by panel. So I don't know why they hide the credits. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's one thing to do it. I don't know. The art here, of course, is Daniel Warren Johnson. This is like my maybe my fourth Daniel Warren Johnson book in 3 weeks. So it's not the same as if it was the first. Let me say that. And I'm including Do a Power Bomb in it. Not to say that it's just I'm kind of used to it now. It's not but there's the fight scenes in here are just amazing. We got Wonder Woman. This is an Elseworld story where Wonder Woman wakes up and basically Earth has been destroyed and they're being attacked by these beasts. Humans are being attacked by these beasts here. And Wonder Woman basically helps the remnants of humanity against these beasts. And there's some plots and turns and there's some cool stuff. The Trinity of DC Comics, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman are very well represented in this story. You're not getting any other heroes that I can recall. I did want to show you guys the fight scene between Wonder Woman and Superman, because you definitely want to see Daniel Warren Johnson draw Superman versus Wonder Woman. That is really cool. I like the way Superman was represented in this book. I like the way Batman, he didn't have a big part, but his part was integral, and he was represented very, very interestingly. If I was going to own this is how I'd own it. I wouldn't own it. I think it came out excuse me. I think it came out like in 3 different volumes in quote unquote prestige format. Not a fan of prestige format, because as soon as you open the cover, you basically are putting wear on the book. They don't make them to like really read. If you try to like hold a prestige book like this, you're going to jack up the whole spine. This spine is really nice. I'm looking, the cover art underneath the, oh boy, the book cover is not great, but it's not bad. Usually the cover art on the book itself is really good. So we got Wonder Woman, Dead Earth. This one, let me give it a rating. I would give it a 9 out of 10. So, it would still get a 4 out of 5 if we don't play half C's and decimals and all that stuff. I guess we could say rating. This is, like I said, I definitely own it in hardcover, depending upon the price. I'm not sure. I don't buy a lot of hardcover books. But I do feel at some point I'm going to have a Daniel Warren Johnson collection of trade paperbacks, not necessarily the single issues. And that's kind of how I'd roll with this one. So that wraps up this episode. The music is by LS Beats. The intro was by Moan Media. Make sure you check out the links in the show's description. There are a lot of great shows in the show's description. Links to a lot of great channels in the show's description. If you're watching this on Saturday afternoon on Instagram, Phable and His Amazing Friends is a great show. I strongly suggest you check it out. I hope to be there as well. And then later on in the evening, we have Nick Comic Culture with his reviews of the books that just came out this week. And make sure, you check out Nerdtastic News for new issue reviews and other great shows and pop culture philosophers, and check out Fred Hall for great toy stuff, and Slim's Comics and Kids. I keep calling it Slim's Comics and Kids. Slim's Comics and more for everything in between. And if you are into, I don't have my Hot Wheels here today. Well, wait, do I? Hold on. You might want to check out Tony's Diecast, for the Hot Wheels. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff on YouTube. So if you're running into a shortage, just go ahead and check out the links in the description. And I should also mention, not only did Moan Media do my intro, but he does some really cool stuff. Like if you like cereal, he's got a bunch of cereal reviews. The Cereal Man, you need to check that out. All right, guys, until next time, take it easy. Peace.